Hello, food fans. This is Chef Razi, and welcome to Razi's Food Library. It's an awesome October morning. The weather seems to be changing. The birds are chirping, the fires are lit. Let's get cooking. So, today what we're gonna do is we're gonna cook an iconic dish, the barbecue chicken korma. It's an amazing dish with an amazing history. Now let's gather the ingredients. 1 tablespoon black pepper, 1 tablespoon ginger, 6 cloves of garlic, 6 pieces of cardamom, 2 teaspoons of fenugreek leaves, 1 tablespoon of cumin seeds, 4 green chilies, 1 tablespoon coriander seeds, 2 bay leaves, 1 teaspoon star anise, 2 cinnamon sticks, 6 pieces cloves, 1 tablespoon fennel seeds, half a cup of cashew nuts and half a cup of almond nuts, 1 cup yogurt, half a cup of cream, 1 onion, 1 lemon, 1 cup of coriander leaves, and a 900 gram fresh chicken. We're also using chili and garlic infused olive oil. And now that we have all the ingredients ready, let's look at a little bit of history about this iconic dish, the chicken korma. The iconic chicken korma originated from the Indian subcontinent during the Mughal era. The Mughal Empire was known for its art, architecture, and food. Historians say the chicken korma, or it's also known as the Shahi chicken korma, which is royal chicken korma, was first presented to Shah Jahan at the inauguration of the Taj Mahal. So next time you have the chicken korma, think about the Taj Mahal. Alright, with that being said, let's get cooking. Guys, if you haven't subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe and share our videos. Thank you so much. Let's start off with first roasting the cashew nuts and the almonds. Just to let you know, the almonds and the cashews have been soaked in water for probably 5 to 10 minutes. And we're just going to roast them without any oil in an unoiled pan. We're just going to roast them. They should have these little dimples. You'll know when they're done, they'll have these little dimples on them. Once they've been roasted, we're just going to grind these nuts. You can use a mortar and pestle, or you can use a coffee grinder or your food processor and just grind it into a paste. We'll be adding some oil to the mixture so that it's more of a paste-like consistency. We're adding olive oil here. And then we'll be adding half a cup of milk, fresh milk. We're not looking at a very fine paste, but something like this, a consistency like this, where it's a bit coarse and it's more like a thick paste. Well, now that that's done, we'll be taking a separate pan, an unoiled pan, and we'll be adding some spices to it. All the spices that we had discussed earlier. We'll add the cumin seeds, the fennel seeds, the coriander seeds, the black pepper, the cinnamon, the bay leaves. All of this we'll just be adding to the pan, and we'll be dry roasting them so that they give out another layer of flavor. Now when the spices have been roasted, no more than 3 or 4 minutes, it would just take 3 or 4, maximum 5 minutes. We'll roast the spices and we'll add them to a grinder. You can do it in a coffee grinder or a food processor. But what we're going to do is we're going to add the fenugreek leaves, but we're not going to add the bay leaves and the cinnamon. We're going to leave the bay leaves and the cinnamon whole, and we'll be adding them later. We're going to add now 1 tablespoon of olive oil. and again grind it into a coarse paste. That's the consistency that we're looking for. Once that's done, we're gonna add 1 teaspoon of nutmeg. Once the paste is done, now we'll keep it aside and now work on our chicken. Like I always say, please go for fresh chicken, don't go for frozen chicken. And if you like our videos, please do remember to subscribe to our channel and do share our videos and hit the like button, please. Okay, so we're going for fresh chicken, no more than 900 grams. Please go for anything below 900 grams because the meat is much more softer and it's much more tastier. The older the chicken, it gets the meat gets much more tough, and it doesn't go well with any of the dishes. So now what we're gonna do is just gonna give it a gash, cut it right on the sides. Just go deep enough. When you hit the bone, you'll know. Just give it a couple of gashes, and what we're gonna do right now is add the paste that we've made from the roasted spices. We're gonna add it to the chicken. Make sure you get the paste in the chicken, in every nook, cranny, crevice. Just rub it right in so that the chicken is completely covered in the paste. At this point, we're gonna add some salt. I prefer sea salt. Add 1 lemon. Now we're gonna peel and chop the ginger and the garlic. It's fairly easy to do it. Just turn your knife, put the garlic under your knife, and just give it a bit of tap, and off comes off the peel. The same with the ginger. You just shave off the outer layer and give it a rough chop, and that's it. We're all done. At this point, I would like to suggest that please don't go for store-bought ginger and garlic paste. Whenever you make your food, chop your ginger and garlic, do it fresh, and that's the best way to do it. Don't go for store-bought ginger and garlic paste. Now what we're gonna do is chop off the onions, dice the onions. Now that that has been done, we'll take a pot, add some olive oil to it, and we'll add the chopped onions to it. And make sure at this point that you're using a pot which is oven safe and oven friendly, because what we're later gonna do is we're gonna put this in an oven. We're now gonna add the roasted cinnamon stick and the bay leaves. Give it a good stir. Add the chopped green chilies. Now we're looking for a brown, golden brown color on the onions. We're not looking for it to be burned. We just need a golden brown color, and you'll see that it'll turn a nice golden brown. It'll probably take 15 minutes to do so. Once that's done, we're gonna add the chicken and the breast side down. What we're gonna do right now is just cook the breast side. After 10 minutes or so, we'll just turn the chicken around. Once that is done, we're gonna add the cashew and almond paste that we made with milk. We're gonna add it to the chicken and give it a, just move the chicken a little bit, just give it a little bit of a stir so that the juices go underneath as well and the chicken is cooked all the way through. Once that is done, we're gonna add the yogurt, 1 cup of yogurt. Again, we're gonna just move the chicken a bit so that the yogurt and the cream and the almond and cashew paste all goes under the chicken as well. So it's completely covered with the whole sauce. We're also going to add the cream now. This is completely optional, but this is the authentic and traditional recipe that was made during the Mughal era. And now what we're going to do is we're just going to take some flour and some water and make some dough. This is only for sealing the pot. This has nothing to do with the cooking. You can even use an aluminum foil. You can just cover the top of the pot and then put the lid on it, or you could have an airtight lid where the steam does not escape. We're also going to add some natural honey. The honey gives a very earthy flavor. We're not going to add too much, just 1 teaspoon of it, so that you just get a very good hint of sweetness, but it's not sweet. We're not going to add sugar or anything, just a bit of earthy flavors. We're going to add the coriander now. We're going to take the dough and cover the rim of the pot. Just make sure that the lid is put on nice and tight so that the steam does not escape. Just like that, nice and firm. So now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna just make a circle. If you're doing it on a barbecue, you can make a circle and put the pot right in the middle, or if you're using an oven, you can do that as well. Just make sure that the pot you're using is oven friendly and it does not have parts that are gonna melt. What I would suggest is a crock pot or a cast iron pot that you can put in the oven, and you can cook it. The maximum degrees that you want to go is 250 degrees Fahrenheit, and that's all, not more than that. We're going to cook it slow and low, but the chicken, when it comes out, it's going to be very tender and very juicy. We're going to cover, seal it, and add it to the oven, and make sure the temperature does not go or exceed above 250 degrees Fahrenheit. So now that it's cooked, 30 minutes have passed. If you'll see, the whole steam was inside and it was cooking the chicken. Oh, if only you could smell this. It is amazing. Here, have a look at it. Oh man, it was beautiful. just add some coriander for garnishing. And be careful when you remove the chicken. It's tender, so it might break, but just for presentation it would be best if you can keep the chicken whole. So there you have it. This is our barbecue chicken korma. This is the royal dish that was made for Shah Jahan at the inauguration of Taj Mahal. Share this dish with someone you love and enjoy. And please do subscribe to our channel if you haven't. Please do share our videos, give us a like, and let us know in the comment section below if there is any recipe you'd like for us to try. Thank you. See you next time. Happy eating.